Welcome to Jajja Academy Lahore. I'm Tabinda Etazaz. Today I'll discuss what is internet, a brief history of internet and services provided by internet. In the last lecture, we discussed that if we connect two or more computers, it makes a network. Suppose this network is made in Pakistan, this network is made in England, this network is located in Germany, and this network is situated in US. These are the different networks which are located in different countries which are far away from each other. Now, if I connect all these networks together, it will make a larger network. Here I have connected all networks with one another and it has become a larger network now. I can call it a network of different networks. So the network of networks is known as an internet. In order to connect networks of different countries with one another, we require fiber optic cables. An internet is used to search information and that information is stored on computers which are known as host or server computers. A host computer is a computer that provides information to other people, and every host or server should have a protocol. The protocol known as TCP/IP. TCP/IP. Every computer that wants to connect to internet to share information must have this protocol. What is meant by protocol? A protocol is a set of rules and regulations. We'll discuss different protocols later in this chapter. For now, you should know that every host or server computer or any computer that wants to connect to internet must have TCP/IP protocol. Internet has made the world a global village. A village is a small area where people are strongly connected with each other. So internet has connected all countries and all parts of world together in such a bond that they feel near to each other and they can share their information and their ideas with anyone all over the world, anytime and anywhere. Let's discuss the brief history of internet. In 1960s, different universities and research organizations created their own networks. A US Department of Defense called DARPA connected all universities and research organizations with one another and named this larger network as ARPANET. ARPANET was the first largest network of the world in 1960s. ARPANET was not a public network. It was specified to universities and research organizations. But later on, in 1970s and 1980s, different universities and research organizations also started the development of their own networks. In 1989, all previous networks were replaced by NSF-NET of National Science Foundation. The internet facility was then provided to common people. Now let's discuss how internet is useful for us. The internet provides a lot of facilities or services to users that makes it useful. Some facilities are World Wide Web, WWW. World Wide Web is a collection of millions of websites. A website is a set of web pages that provides different types of information. For example, Yahoo is a website, Hotmail, MSN, MCB, and so on. All these are different websites and the collection of these websites is known as World Wide Web or WWW. The next service provided by internet is electronic mail, which is commonly known as email. The email service is used to send and receive messages all over the world in a very short time and with minimum resources. Messages can be sent or received in the form of audio messages, video, a photo, or text type messages. The third service provided by internet, which is a very useful service, is Telnet. The Telnet service allows to connect one computer to a remote computer. Remote computer means a distant computer, the computer which is located on a faraway place. For example, on our local computer, we use gmail.com, which is an email service provided by Google Mail. Now, we enter our email address and password and uses the services on our local computer. But those emails or our data is not available to our local computer. Actually, our emails and everything related to email is stored on the Gmail server, which is a remote computer. The Telnet service simply connects our local computer to the Gmail server in such a manner we feel like we are having our complete data on our local computer. But actually it is not on our local computer. It is stored on the Google server. And this feature is provided by the internet's Telnet service. Another service provided by internet is FTP. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. FTP is used to transfer files over the internet. Users can send files to the internet and can receive file from the internet. The process of sending file from user to the internet or a remote computer is called uploading, and the process of receiving files from internet to the local computer is called downloading. The next service is Gopher. Gopher is a menu-based system that helps users to select material according to their requirements. And these menus will provide the relevant material according to the requirements of users. Next is chat group, a group where people having same interests send messages to one another. There are different chat groups on different categories like science and technology. The people related to science and technology can join this group. Similarly, the people having interest in religion can join religious groups, entertainment groups, and so on. Other facilities or services provided by internet are intranet and extranet. An intranet is a privately owned network operated by a company or an organization. For example, this is a network which is owned by a private organization. In this network, people use internet technologies to accomplish their organizational tasks, but those people are not connected to the global internet, and no one can access this network from outside the organization. The other term is extranet. When we connect two or more intranets together, it is called extranet. For example, there are 3 intranets in this diagram which are connected with each other, and the new network is known as extranet. In extranet, some people from outside or outside organizations can interact with one another using internet, but they again are not connected to the global internet. The internet connectivity can be used to perform organizational activities only. These were different internet services or internet facilities that makes internet useful for people. Thank you for watching. For more informative videos, subscribe to my channel.